certain times that God has set for us. He said that there is a time for peace, a time for war. There is a time for sowing and a time for harvest. Most people don't realize the way God works like that. Some preparing to do. You know, I can look at the way that they're setting this out. Also the evidence of the nation. You know, when they have an inaugural address at this location, behind me, what you see here will be filled with so many people. It is almost as though it's the stars. You cannot count them. But you can. Matter of fact, and it is in hundreds of millions that we end up counting as Americans. Billions across the world. A inauguration, but not simply of a elect within the worldly sense, but the spiritual elect. It is an inauguration of those chosen by God. You know, the number's a little different. He doesn't say that I'm going to elect 1 billion. What he says is 144,000. Now, I could probably fit 144,000 here for that inaugural address here in Washington, D.C., in the footsteps of Congress. Well, that's manageable. But imagine that. Of all the world, we could fit the elect right here in this very opening that you see behind me, and that was set up here from the United States Congress. That is all that we would need to hold the elect of God. He made it to where he said the ones that I'm going to elect I can put in a city. Talks about the New Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. You know, it is very important to understand that, to understand those numbers and the significance of the 12,000 from the 12 tribes, and also those who are elected of God. We should be observant of this and realize how many of us are going to think that we have salvation when we will be told, I did not know you. We need to make a conscientious effort to make a better relationship with Christ every day. Have reverence for all. That when Jesus looks at you, he can see that you were there for him when he was hurting, that you were praying for him, and that you built up that relationship with him, that you cried with, that you mourned with him, and that you are elect. That when he looks at you, he's no longer going to say, I do not know you. Rather, he will say, well done, my good and faithful servant. My name is Reverend Kasey Carroll, and my message is Jesus is Lord. God bless, and God bless America. I'll see you.